Hi everyone, welcome to your week. Hope it's going nicely thus far. This week we move into part two of our series on the four-story brownstone whole house or whole home renovation that we completed recently. And we're going to zero in this particular week on the home office. Now, as I said last week, the best way to take in this content aside from podcast, honestly, is to go to YouTube and watch the vlog or the video feature of this, because what we're actually doing is Ben is walking us through the home office and showing off the details of what we're referring to it almost as a man cave, but it's really his home office, and it's deeper, darker colors, it's stained, trim, a lot of detail again, and just a really, really nice space. And I know that Ben and the team are incredibly proud of this particular area of the home. If you think about what we're doing on a project this size, and again, we'll give all the credit to Tiffany Skilling Interiors and her team for creating this vision of what this will look like. And we have to give some credit also to Hotel Carmichael, because the homeowners loved a feature that they saw in that hotel. And as you watch the video, you're going to see the feature that we brought to life from that hotel that inspired them for this particular space. But a space like this coming together takes a lot of planning, particularly when you see that we will change one or two things on the fly that we thought were going to be a little bit different. And I don't want it to steal the thunder of that. I just want you to know that as you look at it, that this particular area took weeks in and of itself to bring together and to create this vision that Tiffany had. And again, it's another phenomenal space, and we hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to us. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our tour with Ben, and have a great week, everyone. All right, now we're coming into one of my favorite rooms for all the detail, and I'm sure it's probably one of your favorites because you love the wood and the natural
definitely
light.
my favorite room. It's definitely a man's room. It's an office that we were able to use natural black walnut to create a study and an office space. And it was definitely a woodworker's dream to be able to come in here and do all the panel details, all the trim details. So
And real quick, I'm going to say this one was inspired by the Hotel Carmichael.
Correct.
In Carmel, Indiana, that we had an inspiration picture. The client really liked it on that particular piece, right? They loved that.
Hotel Carmichael is actually just a block or so away from here, and I was given a inspiration photo, and then we were able to bring that together to give them something that I feel is worthy of the Hotel Carmichael.
Yeah.
So one of the things that is a detail that I'm proud of that probably isn't noticed by all is just the way that we had to bring in any of the windows that would have been doubles like this.
Yeah.
So when we bring in the casing, because these had to actually be cut down in width, we had to then glue them together and join them, and then cut a V into the upper piece that was continuous to be able to have that be a miter, but not be a full miter because it's not the full width. So in every window that we have that is double or triple like that, we've had to do that small detail that typically is unnoticed, but it takes a lot to execute correctly.
And then let's move to this side of the room, because this is my favorite probably.
The safe area. So this was actually considered a bedroom. It just had your standard closet in here, and they knew they were going to make it an office. They knew that they were going to end up, putting computer components and things like that into a space, and they wanted to get it hidden while also being able to have the ability to show off some of their things. And originally the intention was always to have the safe there, but we actually made doors to hide it. And after putting the safe in and leaving it out, we kind of thought, man, that
So
actually
pretty.
looks pretty cool. So we gave them the option whether or not they wanted to leave it out where you could see it, or push it back, and they opted to leave it out. And they actually still have the option, or the if they ever were to sell this house,
Get the doors.
the new owners would have the option to put the doors on. They're actually just stuck behind the safe, which obviously you're not going to get to until the safe is out. So,
And that safe is not light.
yeah, that safe's not going anywhere. But all of this unit was custom made, custom pullouts for files and other storage, and then we were able to create a place for a printer and paper, where it stays out of the way, looks nice, but isn't out on a desk looking like a typical office.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.